Are you unknowingly pushing away the people you love the most? It may sound shocking, but many relationships start to break not because we fail to try hard enough but because we focus on the wrong things. Welcome to my channel, where we look deeply at life lessons that help you grow and build strong, meaningful connections with others. When two people begin a new relationship, whether it is marriage, friendship, a business partnership, or a relationship at work, our first thought is often, what does this person like? What makes them happy? And yes, that is important. We all want to please the people we care about. We want them to smile, to feel loved, to enjoy our company. But here is a truth that many miss: focusing only on what people like is like building a house on sand. Without a strong foundation, the house will fall. Think for a moment about what happens if you only try to make someone happy. You might plan nice things, give gifts, say kind words. But if you never pay attention to what actually hurts them, what makes them upset, or what breaks their trust, your efforts might slowly fall apart. The real strength in any relationship comes from knowing both what someone loves and what they truly hate. Let me ask you, do you know what truly upsets the people closest to you? What small actions or words make them feel hurt or distant? Sometimes, the things people dislike can be hard to talk about. We may avoid these topics because we do not want to start an argument or feel uncomfortable. But ignoring these things is dangerous. It is like walking blindfolded. One wrong step can cost you a treasured relationship. Let me share a story. A close friend of mine had a best friend who always tried to be nice. She planned fun outings, sent gifts, and was always cheerful when they met. But she never realized that her friend hated late cancellations. Every time plans were cancelled at the last minute, her friend felt unimportant and disrespected. Over time, this small repeated hurt slowly tore their friendship apart. It wasn't the absence of kindness or fun times that ended their friendship. It was repeatedly ignoring the one thing that really mattered: respecting the other person's time and feelings. Now, think about your life and relationships. Are there small dislikes or boundaries of the people around you that you overlook? Do you sometimes do things that you think are okay but secretly make the other person feel bad? Taking the time to ask and understand those boundaries can save so much pain and confusion. This same idea applies not only to personal relationships but even to how companies work. When you join a new job, the first thing you often see is a list of rules, do's and don'ts. This is not because the company wants to be difficult, it's because they want to protect the workplace. These rules warn you of behaviors that will cause problems. If you ignore them, you risk punishment or losing your job. Life works in similar ways with the people we love. Think about a higher power, like God. The Bible says, "If you love me, keep my commandments." These commandments are not just orders for the sake of control. Instead, they are boundaries meant to protect the relationship between God and humans. They tell us not only what pleases but also what harms. When we break those rules, the relationship weakens. When we keep them, it grows strong. Why does this matter so much? Because people might forgive you if you forget to do something they like once in a while. Maybe you forgot their favorite meal or missed a small favor. But they rarely forget if you keep doing things they hate repeatedly. Those small hurts build up like cracks in glass until one day, trust shatters. Here is another example. I knew a couple deeply in love. The husband was always kind, giving gifts and compliments, but he did not realize that his wife hated being interrupted when she spoke. Over time, she felt unheard and unvalued. The interruptions made her feel disrespected, even though he was trying to be nice. Slowly, the love between them began to fade, not because he stopped being kind, but because he ignored one thing very important to her: respect during conversations. Let me ask you again, Are there small things you do that might hurt the ones you love? Do you interrupt them when they talk? Do you cancel plans or fail to keep your promises? Are there words or actions that make them feel small or unimportant? These are not hard questions, but they require honesty and willingness to reflect. Now, how can you begin to build stronger relationships? It starts with balance. In every relationship, personal, professional, or spiritual, you must learn both what makes someone happy and what repels them. What makes their heart smile, and what breaks their trust or wounds their spirit. When you understand both sides, you create a relationship grounded in truth and respect. Here are some powerful points to reflect on. Respect is more important than gifts or words alone. Listening carefully to what people dislike shows true care. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out but bridges to deeper understanding. Forgiveness can heal small mistakes but not repeated wounds. Trust is built slowly but can be broken quickly. Actions speak louder than words. Do you do what protects the relationship or what simply looks good on the surface? The strongest relationships survive because both sides feel safe and honored. Think carefully. In your closest relationships, how often do you ask, what hurts you? What do you dislike? Do you react with patience and kindness when someone shares a boundary with you? Or do you dismiss their feelings to avoid discomfort? Remember, growing love is not just about doing nice things, it's also about stopping negative things that hurt. Sometimes, the best way to love someone is to stop behaviors that slowly push them away. Imagine how your relationships would change if you truly respected those boundaries and paid close attention to what your loved ones truly need, not just what looks good on the surface. Here are two wonderful stories that serves as an example. Story 1. The Thoughtful Neighbor. Aisha lived next door to Mrs. Patel, an elderly woman who loved gardening and quiet evenings. Aisha often tried to be a good neighbor by bringing over food and chatting about the days. However, Aisha didn't know that Mrs. Patel hated loud music after 6 p.m. because it disturbed her evening prayers. One day, Aisha played music late into the evening for a small gathering. Mrs. Patel politely told Aisha how much the noise bothered her. Aisha apologized and made sure to respect Mrs. Patel's boundary afterward. By understanding and respecting what Mrs. Patel disliked, Aisha strengthened their neighborly bond, showing that care involves respecting boundaries. Story 2. Boundaries in Love. Tunde and his girlfriend, Bola, were deeply in love. Tunde always surprised Bola with gifts and dates to make her happy. But he didn't realize that Bola hated when he checked her phone messages without asking. One day, Bola expressed how this made her feel distrusted. Tunde listened and stopped the behavior. By respecting Bola's boundary about privacy, Tunde's actions showed true care, and their relationship grew stronger. Bola appreciated that Tunde valued her feelings and boundaries as much as he wanted to make her happy. Both stories highlight the importance of knowing and respecting what people dislike alongside what they like to build lasting relationships. If you find value in this message and want to grow with me, please subscribe for more life-changing wisdom. Together, we will learn how to build lasting connections based on respect, love, and true understanding. Remember, it is not only what you do to make people smile that matters, it is also what you stop doing that keeps their hearts safe and close to you. Ask yourself one last question today: what small actions am I doing that might be quietly hurting the people I care about? And what can I start doing differently to build a love that lasts forever?